Hey everybody, this is Mr. Magic. Today I'm going to be playing Brago King Eternal. This is a Zorius control, and the goal is to just abuse a lot of enter the battlefield effects.
And I am Mrs. Magic. I am playing Krenko Mob Boss, and I'm going to be trying to make a whole lot of goblins.
So before all this occurs, I've got Arcane Savant in my deck, and I've got Alrun's Epiphany tied to Arcane Savant. So Arcane Savant goes in here, he gets shuffled, and why don't you go ahead and draw your starting 7 while I'm shuffling up my Arcane Savant. And then we'll roll for turn. 17.
7.
All right, I'll take first, absolutely. All right, I will keep this hand. And I will draw for turn. I will start with a plains and pass the turn to you.
And I will play a mountain for turn. And play goes to you.
I will draw for turn. I will play an island. And I will...
That's a cool mountain card.
Yeah, that's the Zendikar Rising. They had full art. They had full art lands in Zendikar Rising, and it was really cool. Still is really cool. I'm gonna tap 1. You know what? I'm gonna do nothing, actually, and play passes to you.
And play another mountain. And play goes to you.
Okay. And I'll draw for turn. I'll drop a Urza's Power Plant. And then I will tap 2 for Felwar Stone. Produces mana of any color that your lands could produce, so red in this case. And then play passes to you.
Okay. Cool. Drop another mountain. Play goes to you.
Okay. 1 on tap. Draw a card. I I'm going to tap a total of 4 this time for a Thran Dynamo. And then play will pass to you.
Then the mountain, and I will tap 4 mountains. Total 4. To play Krenko.
Copy that.
And play goes to you.
Your end step, I'm going to flash in a Shimmer Mirror.
That doesn't sound good.
He's a 3-drop 2/2 artifact creature. He has flash, and he lets me play artifacts as though they had flash.
Okay.
So from now on, I can play artifacts at instant speed.
And why do that at my end step?
Because at the beginning of my turn, my Thran Dynamo will untap, and I can use that mana.
Oh, I see. Okay. I was afraid it was something you were doing to counteract my having brought out Krenko.
Nope.
Someday I'll be more familiar with cards.
I am going to tap white to demote Krenko Mob Boss.
Just like that.
Yep. He cannot attack or block or activate any of his abilities.
For how long? Permanently?
Until you do something about that demotion.
I don't like that.
Yeah, well, I was hoping that you wouldn't. Let's see. What will I do next?
I think I got it figured out. We will see.
Okay.
You'll have to tell me if I'm allowed to do what I will, but...
I will...
Ow. Sorry, my shoulder popped.
I'm going to tap a total of 4 Thran Dynamo and Urza's Power Plant for a Lithoform engine. And then Then he can't block, so I'll hit you for 2.
Okay.
And play will pass to you.
Trying to untap my lands.
Right.
Okay, I want to play a mountain for turn first. Okay, now, here's what I'm going to try to do.
Okay.
Tap 2 for Goblin Bombardment. It's an enchantment. Sacrifice a creature. Goblin Bombardment deals 1 damage to any target. I'm going to sacrifice Krenko. Put him back in his command zone. Your card's dead.
Good play. And I assume you are directing the Goblin Bombardment damage at me?
Yes.
Okay, so
to
that's...
any target.
And how much damage does it do?
Deals, let's see, 1 damage.
Okay, so I go to 39. Alright, good play.
And let's see. Oh, card's upside down. Let's see. I'm going to tap 3 to play Goblin War Drums. Is also an enchantment. Boy, that's hard to see. Will you read that? The print is really small.
It's an old card. It's from Fallen Empires. Each attacking creature you control that opponent chooses to block may not be blocked with fewer than 2 creatures. And then there's a lot of flavor text. But what that means is all goblins now have menace.
I figured it was like the elf deck.
Or all your creatures have menace, rather. All your creatures have menace.
And play goes to you.
But that card was printed before menace was a named mechanic in the game.
Yeah, and I can read that if I take a minute, but you can just read it quicker.
Right. Then...
How many cards, like the, what's it called that you put on Krenko?
Demotion?
Demotion. Do you have more than one of the... You can't have more than one.
I can't have more than one of the same card, but I will say that I have ways to recur demotion from the graveyard, and I have other cards that have similar effects.
Krenko, better get busy making a whole lot of other goblins before you do that again.
What I really need is some more... I need some more blue, but I don't have any blue. Let me see.
Because I sacrificed him, do I need to pay 5 to get him back?
He costs 4, so I think you have to pay 6 to get him back.
Oh, 6, okay.
Yeah, so the command tax is... there is currently a command tax of 1 on him, so you can set that over there.
A command tax of 1 and he costs 4
Like
and I have to pay 6?
The command tax is applied 1 time,
Mm-hmm.
and the command tax is 2 extra mana per time he has been played. So 1 times 2 equals 2. 2 plus his casting cost, 4, equals 6.
Okay. I thought it was just 1 extra every time.
No, it's 2. So I am going to I'm going to tap my Thran Dynamo for 3 and Urza's Power Plant and Lithoform Engine to copy. Lithoform Engine says copy target permanent spell you control, and I'm going to choose to copy Thran Dynamo. So I now have 2 Thran Dynamos.
I don't remember what he does.
It just taps to add 3 mana to my mana pool.
That's a lot.
Then...
So now you have 6 mana?
Yes. I'm going to tap this island plus my plains plus the second Thran Dynamo, total of 5 mana for Peregrine Drake, and when Peregrine Drake enters I untap up to 5 lands. And then finally I will tap white and blue plus 2 more for Brago King Eternal. These 2 have Summon Sickness, but Shimmermere attacks you for 2. Okay. And play passes to you.
Okay, I'm gonna tap 1 for Raging Goblin. Has haste, so it can attack as soon as it comes out. And do I have to tap it at the moment, or can I wait until I finish playing him up?
You're in main phase 1 right now,
Mm-hmm.
and if you want to attack with him, then you would need to move to combat phase and then attack with him. And so you have to decide what else you want to do before you attack.
That's what I want to make sure of.
You do have a second main phase after attack, where you can, play more spells or whatever it is that you want to play.
Oh boy, this might be a mistake, but I'm kind of stuck. I'm going to tap 2 for Goblin Recruiter.
Okay.
Okay, so when Goblin Recruiter comes into play, search your library for any number of Goblin cards you choose. Reveal those cards, then shuffle your library and put them on top of it in any order you choose.
Mm-hmm.
So this might be a little time consuming.
Right. So my advice to you would be, like, if you want to attack with Raging Goblin, which I don't advise because he'll die in combat.
Yeah.
You know, make your decisions about whatever else you want to do for your turn, and then stack your deck while I'm taking my turn.
I will pay 2 for Power of Fire. It's an enchantment. Enchanted creature has tapped. This creature deals 1 damage to target creature or player.
Okay.
So, I'm going to, let's see. I can't tap him with that feature because he's got summoning sickness.
He has summon sickness.
But he doesn't. So I'm going to attach it to him and tap him for that 1 damage to you.
Okay, plink me for 1. Copy that.
Okay, now I'm going to look through my cards. The play goes to you.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to untap my stuff. And then... Got lots of good things going on. Just need some more blue. Blue would be great. When you're done, you'll need to reveal the cards involved. And I'm going to tap my Urza's power plant and one of my Thran dynamos. I'm just going to actually make a little token of the Thran dynamo.
Can you remind me of the name of the card that allows me to play? I think it's 5 of the cards.
Muxus, I think. He's sitting in what looks like a throne or a chair with a bunch of other goblins carrying him around. You want to try to stack it so that Muxus is the next card that you draw. Is usually how you do that.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. I just couldn't find him. Remember what it was called?
So, I've got, anyways, Urza power plant and a Thran dynamo. Taps a total of 4. Tap Lithoform engine to make another Thran dynamo. Because, I mean, who doesn't love a ton of Thran dynamo?
Sorry, it takes me a minute.
You're all right.
Cards to go
through. So my next step is actually going to be to interact with you a little bit. So I'm not gonna. I can't really take my next step until you're done with what you're doing.
So we're going to be like last time where I stacked my cards and then you got rid of all of them?
Mill the cards that you're stacking? Well, you know, I don't want to give away what's going on. That would spoil it for our viewers.
Spoil it for me, too. Oh, there we go. Oh, what's the card that'll everything costs 1 less to play?
War Chief, I believe.
Isn't the War Chief out?
No, you have Raging Goblin and
Raging
Goblin Recruiter.
That's what it was.
Yeah. War Chief, I'm pretty sure he gives goblins haste and goblins cost gray less.
War Chief. Yep, I already got that out. Sorry for the delay.
You're good. I need a blue source. Any blue source would do. Now, Krenko is not back on the field, is he?
No.
Okay. Is it okay if I pull him off the mat? Because I just, when things are on the mat, I think they're in the battlefield. By extension, all my artifacts probably ought to be up here on the battlefield.
Almost done.
Okay.
So do I need to reveal the order they're in, or just reveal the cards?
How does this read? Reveal those cards. Let's see. Search your library for a number of goblin cards you choose. Reveal those cards, then shuffle your library and put them on top of it in any order. So technically the revealing happens before you order them.
Okay.
Actually.
My hands aren't big enough to...
You me shuffle it?
Oh, I think I got it.
Okay.
It just takes me a little longer. I look awkward doing it.
Well, why don't I shuffle while you explain
I was just
what
trying
you
to
grabbed?
put them back.
I mean, that way we can just accomplish two things at one time. And
do I need to read each card?
you can kind of show them.
Okay. Do I need to read the name of them or just show them?
You can just show them. You got Goblin King, you got Reckless One, War Chief, Conspicuous Snoop. We'll slow down a little bit. I can't keep up. Go back one more. Conspicuous Snoop, Chieftain, Muxus, Pile Driver. Bravado is not a goblin card.
Oh,
it's
I'm
an
sorry.
enchantment. That's all right. I'll cram it in here.
I don't remember grabbing that. You must have slipped in when I grabbed the different
Siege Gang, Lackey. Click Slither is not a goblin card.
Sorry.
That's all right. Matron. All right, and that's it.
Okay, now I need to order them.
Okay. Okay. That being done, I'm going to tap blue to play Zulaport Duelist. And when it enters, he's going to get -2, -0. So he has...
Can I put my deck back up here? Because
Sure.
right now the whole deck is in my graveyard.
Okay. Anyways, he's going to get -2, -0. No, he's not dead.
Oh!
His toughness...
He's only a 1/1.
His toughness is not affected. Only his attack, his power.
Oh, okay.
So he gets -2, -0, and you mill 2 cards.
Okay. I knew you were going to do that.
Sorry. Alright, so Matron and Lackey die. Alright, then Brego is going to attack, and he'll connect because you don't have any flyers. Brego will pop himself, untapping himself. He'll pop my artifacts, restoring them. Peregrine Drake will pop, and I'll get to untap some lands. Zulaport Duelist will pop
Lose 2 more.
and lose 2 more. And you'll need to go down 2 life. During my second main phase, I will create another Thran Dynamo, and then play passes to you. What'd we mill the second time? Siege Gang and Pile Driver. I milled you down to Muxus, didn't I?
You did.
I was hoping to dump Muxus.
I had a feeling that you were going to do that, so I put him down far enough that I could mill a bunch of cards and then come to him. I know you too well. It's happened too many times that you wait for me to stack them and then you mill them.
Yeah, well, it was worth a shot.
Yeah.
But good call. Good call.
2,
I can't
3,
be mad at you
4,
for anticipating
5.
my shenanigans. Did you... It looks like you went down
I did.
2 life. Okay. I just want to state that I do not like Muxus.
Let's see. This is not good.
I should have copied Zulaport Duelist and milled you 2 more cards instead of making another Thran Dynamo. But no crystal ball. Forgot it today.
Oh boy. Do I only have 4 cards in my hand? Yep, I do. Artifacts stay on the field, don't they?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to pay 5, which is what I've got, for Coat of Arms. Artifact. Each creature gets +1/+1 for each other creature on the battlefield that shares at least 1 creature type with it. For okay, anyway, it goes on to give examples.
May I?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I do not like that. I was hoping, like it said, creatures you control, because I actually have a way to take that from you, but it would still be on the battlefield. So it wouldn't do me any good to take that from you. I'd have to destroy it. Okay. Then I'm going to untap my stuff and draw a card. I am... Let's see.
Am I allowed to look at the goblins that I piled after I've put them back on the deck?
I don't think so.
Okay. Something slipped my mind. I could not for the life of me remember.
Alright. Let's see.
I forgot I had an attack phase. I completely overlooked it.
I've got a lot of blockers. I don't think you'd have got through.
Yeah, but I had something special I was going to do, and I got so distressed by the fact that I couldn't play Muxus that I completely forgot.
I'm going to tap this to float blue mana. Then...
I'm going to lose the game because I didn't do something. I hate it when I do that.
So I got blue floating. Then I'm going to move to combat.
I have a quick question.
Sure.
I can't attack with these guys, but can I tap an enchantment on your turn?
You mean the power of fire?
Yeah.
Yeah. That activates at instant speed.
Okay, then I'm going to tap for that. And aim it at that card.
Ping Zulaport Duelist?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, alright. I'll just let that ride.
As in...
Like I could copy it with lithoform.
Oh.
In fact, yeah. In fact, I think I will.
No.
Yep. So I'm going to tap lithoform engine and Thran Dynamo, and that to create a copy of Zulaport Duelist. So we can imagine like one died and I mean, I could either make a copy that looks like this, or I can leave that one
That's
on the
fine.
field. Okay, so
Well-
that copy enters, and you mill 2 cards.
Seriously?
Yes, quite seriously.
Oh, you're gonna kill the card I needed.
Hope so. That coat of arms is ugly, and if you drop Moxus and throw a bunch of goblins in my face, then that's going to be bad.
I haven't even been able to play Krenko again because I can't afford him until...
Good. He does not belong on the field. All right, so I'm floating blue.
And he does.
Yes, he's good stuff. Everybody loves some Brego.
Except for your opponent.
Nobody asked you. I'm going to move to combat and attack with Brego. He's going to deal 2 damage because you got no flyers. And then he's going to pop some stuff. He's going to restore himself. He'll pop my copy of Zulaport, making him mill 2 more cards. Pop.
Oh, this was the card
stuff.
that I would...
Good. We don't want that.
This is the only card that was going to allow me
Peregrine Drake will pop,
to win.
untapping 2 of my lands, and then I will tap that together with the blue I had floating and one of my Thran Dynamos to play Pondering Mage. Pondering Mage enters the battlefield, and I look at the top 3 cards of my library, put them back in any order, and then draw a card.
I always play the goblins against this deck. The same thing happens every time. I need to come up with a new deck.
I want to play a land for turn. And then I will... Let's see. I'm going to tap Urza's Power Plant, Thran Dynamo, and Lithoform Engine to create a copy of... a thing. I'm gonna make a copy of a thing. Pondering Mage, actually.
And you need to remind me what that is.
Pondering Mage is going to enter the battlefield, and I'll look at the top 3 cards of my library, put them back in any order, draw a card. The thing that I just did. Pondering Mage. So I'll look at the top 3.
I wonder what would happen if we had 2 Brego decks and we each played one against the other.
Oh, it's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Degenerate garbage. That's what that is.
I think you did play with a friend, and you both played the same deck against each other.
No, we played side by side. We were playing a 2-headed giant game.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And it was Trevor. So like this Brego thing started with Sean, and Norm took the Brego idea and he put his own twist on it. And then I saw Norm's Brego deck, and I copied it, and then I've modified it to the point that, you know, the goal is eventually to take infinite turns with Brego. Sorry, before I get
Stay on your own side of the board.
Sorry. All right, so and I've already been through the attack phase this turn, so just trying to hit some stuff with Pondering Mage. And I am going to... I'm going to play pass this to you. That's what I'm going to...
Untap. Okay. Before I do anything else, I'm going to tap for enchantment and kill that again. And this time you're tapped out.
Yeah, Lithoform Engine can't copy it this time. Shame upon you. Shame.
You notice when I do a good job, shame upon me, and
exactly.
when you do a good job...
It is shameful for you to do such things.
You're silly. You
should spend a little time crying later because of the shame that you've incurred.
So, I am going to tap 3. Dang, sorry, I'm having trouble getting hold of them. Tap 3 to play Goblin King. All goblins in play gain Mountain Walk and +1/+1 while this card remains in play. And you have a card that copies my color, which you don't?
It's not a mountain. It just produces red.
Oh.
So you don't get Mountain Walk effect off
That's
of that.
too bad.
Yep, my Felwar Stone will produce red mana, but it is not a mountain.
Well, have to do something about that.
Unless you can figure out how to give me a mountain.
You've got a heap of blockers. You've got
I
what,
do.
4 or 5?
I've got 5.
5.
5 blockers.
Okay, and how big are they?
3, 4, 3, 4, 2, 4, 2, 3, 2, 2.
Just give me the first number of each.
3, 3, 2, 2, 2. So I think all your goblins are getting +3/+3 right now between Coat of Arms and Goblin King.
Yeah. So they're all 4?
4, 4, 5.
But if we stack 2 with 3s, you'd still kill a card, right?
Yes, I can stack some stuff and kill some stuff.
Oh boy. What does Goblin War Drum do again? Oh, that
War
makes
Drum
it
gives
2.
you menace,
Yep.
so I have to stack.
I remember
actually.
that. Yeah, that's what I was concerned about. Okay, I guess play goes to you.
Okay, I'm gonna untap. Draw for turn.
By the time I can play Muxus, I'm not gonna have any goblins there.
Okay, I am gonna. What am I gonna? Throw an island right there.
But at least I got rid of your card that makes me mill cards. If I got the card that I pay 1 less for each one, I could play anything I've got. That's what I was counting on when I put it there.
Well, I am going to. I'm going to do Thran Dynamo, Lithoform Engine, Urza's Power Plant to duplicate Pondering Mage again. Pondering Mage just seems like the winner's choice. No, I'm not going to do that. Give me just a second.
I'm just going to put these here to remind me they've all got 4 counters.
Instead, I'm going to do a different
not
thing.
4 counters, but they're all +4.
I am going to tap 2 and a Thran Dynamo to play Time Warp. Take an extra turn after this one. And then I'm going to tap a Thran Dynamo for 3 and a Lithoform Engine to copy target instant or sorcery, and I'm allowed to choose new targets, again, myself, for that copy. So I've got 2 turns, 2 extra turns stacked at the moment.
Wow.
And then just gonna let that sit there. Then I'm going to swing with Brego and Peregrine Drake, dealing a total of 4 damage because you have no flyers. Then some stuff's gonna bounce up and down.
Should I take my life down, or are you just going to hit me a whole bunch of other times?
You should go ahead and take down the 4. I'm not going to do any more direct damage. Peregrine Drake is going to untap some stuff. Brego is going to flicker the Thran Dynamo Lithoform Engine. There are 2 Pondering Mages to to consider. And then first Pondering Mage, I draw a card. Second Pondering Mage enters. I look at the top 3 and put them back in any order and draw a card. Then let's see. Time Warp has technically resolved and gone to the graveyard. It's just there as a reminder for the extra turns that are going to be taking place.
Okay.
Or I'll put that there. There's 2 turns on top of my deck. So, I'm in second main phase, and I'm going to tap blue plus Thran Dynamo plus Urza's Power Plant, so blue and 4 for Mirari Conjecture. And this is the infinite loop. Phase 1 is return target instant card, so I don't have any instants, but that's going to be part of the infinite loop. So Mirari Conjecture comes in and it gets a counter. Then I'm going to go to end of turn, untap all the stuff. At the beginning of my next turn, I draw a card for the beginning of turn, and I've still got 1 extra turn because I copied Time Warp a few minutes ago. Then there's a lot of stuff to do, but I'm just going to go ahead and present the infinite loop because that's game. So what happens is after my draw step, Mirari Conjecture gets a second counter, and its second mode is to go get a sorcery card, Time Warp, out of the graveyard, snag it, and then
You get 3 extra turns.
And then, right, and then I can play Time Warp again, and I can copy it with Lithoform Engine, or I can, and then I'll get another turn, but then Brego, when Brego goes to combat and deals combat damage, he'll flicker Mirari Conjecture,
And you just keep going
and
back
I'll
and forth.
keep fishing out Time Warp again. So that's the infinite loop, and it'll just, whittle you down a few points at a time, just ad nauseum. So, game?
You play good, but I think that's the worst game I have ever played.
You weren't doing bad. It's just Brego is very control-y. It's I milled you at exactly the right time. Like, I held Zulaport Duelist, and I was like, do I really want to mill? Do I want to mill? Do I want to mill? And then finally, I saw you play Recruiter, and I was like, now is the time to mill. And I was fortunate enough to have Lithoform Engine on the field so that I could keep copying Zulaport Duelist, even after you tried to kill him. So, but you played well. It's just Brego's very, very obnoxious, and this particular iteration of Brego that is designed to play an infinite number of turns is it's horrible.
If I had been
It's
able
a
to keep the
despicable
card,
thing.
if I'd been able to keep the card that everything costs 1 less, I'd have been able to play Muxus. I'd have been able to play Krenko.
Yep.
Everything.
Yep. So
On just
you
5
did
land.
very well. All right. Good game.